If you've ever been in a situation where you have a decision to make and two options that are equally difficult to choose between, I've got the perfect tool for you. It's called the pain gain model of action. Keep watching and I'm going to teach you how to use it so that the difficult decision becomes very easy. Hi, my name is Sean Summercamp and this is Motivationeer Christian Coaching. So as I said, this tool that I learned when I went through my coaching certification program is called the pain gain model of action. I've also called it the pain gain model of decision making. It's perfect to use when you have just two options that's really tough to decide between when you're stuck, okay? What we do is we start with the drawing. It's a 4-block diagram where column 1 is the pain column and column 2 is the gain column. Row 1 is the current state, row 2 is the future state. So we have, if we were to number them, the current pain is block 1, current gain is block 2, future pain is block 3, and future gain is block 4. It's really important when you're using this system to follow the questions in the exact order that I'm going to share them with you. Each one of these 4 blocks is going to have a question in it. And what we want to do is ask the question of ourselves and then take time to really reflect and analyze the answer to make it a really thoughtful answer. When we do it in the order that I'm going to share it with you, you're going to get great clarity on what the best decision is. So what we do is we start with the first block, our current pain. And the question we ask is this: what is missing and what makes it important? What this means is we're identifying that another option, a second option, has become possible, feasible, because there's something about my current situation that I don't like or don't want anymore or don't have. That's the beauty of this first question. It helps us identify what that thing is that we really are missing. Just because another option looks better doesn't always make it better. We want to know what it is that it's giving us that we don't have in our current situation now. Next, we go not to block 2, but down diagonally to block number 4, the future gain block. The question that we want to ask ourselves right there is this: what are the benefits of the desired change and what makes them important? Meaning, if I were to choose the second option, what are the benefits I get from that? And what is the importance of getting those benefits? Again, sometimes we think it's one big crowning opportunity in that second option, like a lot more pay, a much shorter commute, better amenities, a startup, more stock options, whatever. And yet we want to take time to think about what makes those important. It's easy to list them as gains. You might even think, of course, who wouldn't want higher pay, better amenities, shorter commute, stock options? But not everybody does. Not everybody would. What you want to do is understand what makes those important for you. Next, we go to block number 2. That's the current gain block. The question that we ask of ourselves is this: how do you benefit from the current situation? This means we want to take the time to understand what it is about our current situation that we like. What's good? What's the gain from it now? The reason why we want to do this is because at some point in our decision-making process, we decided to get to where we are right now in this current state. Instead of just focusing on the pain of our current state or what's missing, it is good to remember what got us here in the first place. There was something about it that we liked, that we deliberately chose intentionally to put ourselves here. Answering this question helps us understand exactly what that is. What is the gain of today for me in the place that I'm at now? And then lastly, we're going to end in block number 3 with our future pain. We want to ask ourselves the following question. What will you be giving up if you make the change? That means we're identifying that there is a potential cost if we give up where we are now and move to this new future option. This is a big deal because one big alluring thing that makes that future option or second option so cool looking doesn't attenuate sometimes for the cost. We don't want it to overshadow what the potential downsides of this future choice might be. This is, you might look at it as kind of a risk assessment, but we don't want to make it that technical. Just look at it as, what is the cost? What am I giving up in that new future second option? So this is the pain gain model of action. Block 1, current pain. What is missing and what makes it important? Block 2, current gain. How do you benefit from the current situation? Block 3, future pain. What will you be giving up if you make the change? And block 4, future gain. What are the benefits of the desired change and what makes them important? Now, once you've answered all these questions, you're going to ask yourself one final question. And this is the big question that is going to help you decide which choice to make. This is the differentiator. This last question is as follows. If by making that second choice, I could keep all of what's going good with me today and not have to deal with any future loss of that choice, what would I do? I think you'll see the reasoning here. This means if the best and most perfect ideal scenario popped up, I could make that choice, get the future gain, keep my current gain, and not have any future pain, would I do it, basically? This is kind of the idiot test, so to speak. If you say, you know what, I'm still not sure if I would, then the answer is a solid no. That's the importance of this. That means you're not having to take really any risk, and yet you're still doubting. That means it's important to probably not do it. When in doubt, don't do it. But if you say, all right, if I can get the future gain, keep all the good stuff about today in the future, and not have to deal with any future pain, what would I do? Oh yeah. Then that means it's time to dive in. That means you go to my next video and how to create some SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, so that you know what next small step can I take in order to realize that second option. This is the pain gain model of action. If you understand current and future pain, current and future gain, and you follow the questions and the steps that I gave them to you, and then ask that $1 million question, your answer is going to be really clear. As you use this, I'd love to hear from you. Please let me know. You can email me, of course, but you can put comments down below and I'll be sure to respond. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for 2 new videos each week. Tell me in the comments below about your career situation and I'll make a video for you with a shout out. You can also become a member at Motivationeer.com. Your career is not just a way to make a living, it's a way to transform the world.